Hey guys, Jeff here with the Common Sense Camper. Hey, I wanted to share a backpack with you that I've used. I've really come to love this for overnighters and probably a maximum of about 3 days. This is a Swedish backpack. It's called the LK35. So it's a 35-liter pack. It is an external frame backpack and very well made, and these are actually in service. In fact, I left the guy's name, which looks like Bert Larson. I don't really know what the rest of the writing is on there, but I've just haven't had the heart to remove that. I've just always left it in there. So one modification you'll definitely want to make to this pack if you decide to purchase this is you're going to need some kind of a handle here. It is kind of cumbersome to carry this unless it actually has some type of handle. I just threw some paracord on there. This is a great pack, especially for the money. I purchased this on a military website, and I think with shipping it was $27. So for a beginner or even a veteran bushcrafter, this is an excellent pack. I find it's very comfortable. A lot of people ask me what is the major differences between a internal and external frame backpack. I prefer an external frame backpack, especially in the summer, and one of the major reasons for that is that it has this webbing and the frame is kind of curved. So you have plenty of ventilation in between your back and the backpack itself. I find that with external backpacks that I tend to hike more upright. An external frame backpack will tend to pull you backwards, whereas an internal frame backpack tends to pull you forward because it's closer to your body. Now, with 2 pounds of food in this, and 40 ounces of water and all the gear that I have in this backpack, I am exactly 30.5 pounds, which is an excellent weight. It's a very manageable weight for me to carry. And I do make aftermarket belt straps if you feel that's something that you need to take some of the weight off of your shoulders. I've not found that to be the case with this backpack. If you're going to be loading really heavy gear, I mean, if you're getting into the 40-50 pound range, you might want to pursue that option of putting a belt rig on it. You can find them on Amazon. In fact, on my Amazon store, I actually have the belt that will go with this. The other thing that I like about this pack is, not everyone is built the same. I have very wide shoulders, and what I've found with a lot of backpacks is these things tend to really cut into my neck, and I feel like my circulation is being affected by that. My arms start to get tingly and numb over a long period of time. The beauty of this one is that you can spread these out pretty wide so that they set more on your deltoid versus way up into your neck, and that's what makes it very comfortable for me personally. The pack itself is just shy of 5 pounds. So that might be, if you're looking for something that, if you're weighing every single ounce, which I do weigh every single ounce that I put into a pack, but if you're very ounce conscious, you're going to start right out of the gate at 5 pounds just with the pack. So if you want something very lightweight, I would steer you away from this because, again, you're starting with 5 pounds just for the pack, but it doesn't bother me. Another great feature of this pack is these straps. These are probably the longest straps I have found on a backpack. I mean, these things, I could put another bedroll in this. The straps at the bottom are also very, very long. So you could put something in here, you could put something on the bottom, you could put something between the frame has this little L shape at the bottom, so you could actually put something in between there, whether it be a tripod or a folding chair. So that is a huge plus in my book, that it has these really, really long straps. So I'm going to share with you what I have in here. So I have my my bedroll. Take these straps off. Straps are very heavy duty. Everything about the pack I really like. The inside has this kind of rubberized coating on the top just to help keep water out of the contents of the bag. It has this kind of, I call it a key keeper, but to cinch the bag, it's kind of just a wedge type device, and that allows you to cinch up the top of it. And keep in mind, I'm not even full with this. You could, because of the length of the straps, you could actually pack this out. Probably put a sweatshirt in here, another pair of pants on top of that. Also has an axe loop here if you have a longer, like hunter's axe or woodsman's axe, and at the bottom it has a strap that you can cinch it down with. So as far as the contents, I have the clean canteen in there with the cup, a shamog, leather gloves, Baco saw. I have a cutting board. I probably won't take everything out of this, but I have a cutting board in there. I have my 2 tarps. My 2 tarps. I have my shelter tarp and then my ground cover. I also have my 6 plastic tent pegs in there. I have a small axe or hatchet. I have my pillowcase there's some fat wood inside of there. This is just a small toiletry kit. It has baby powder, toothpaste, a toothbrush, deodorant, and toilet paper. I have my net scarf, a small first aid kit. Now, a lot of people ask me about first aid kits. They say, well, how come you don't have a big first aid kit? Dave Canterbury will actually tell you that with the 5 C's you can come up with your own first aid. And I agree with it. I've been through his school, and he'll show you how to do that, and I agree with it 100%. However, there's a couple of things that you can't do with this 5 C's. One, most importantly, is if you have a really bad headache, you're going to carry Advil. I always carry chapstick, and I always carry Imodium AD. There's not much you can do about a headache, chapped lips, or Imodium AD with the 5 C's, and really that's more just for comfort. And I just have some moleskin bandages and a small pair of scissors in that first aid kit. I have my Sawyer mini filter for water purification, the MSR cook set, a roll of Gorilla tape, and then some bank line and paracord, a compass. This is my food kit. So I'm sorry, this is not my food kit. I'm holding this thinking that's not heavy enough. This is where I keep all my cordage, an emergency blanket, and just some other things that I have that I don't use a lot. Like I got jute twine in there, I have bank line, which I do use a lot, but then I have some poly in there for like making a Morris Kohansky shelter, an emergency blanket, an emergency tarp, or bivvy in here as well. Have my Azula 2 knife. Here's my food kit. Now this is for just an overnighter, and this is obviously not 2 pounds, but 30.5 pounds includes filling that bottle up with water and 2 pounds of food. This is probably maybe half a pound here. And then in the very bottom, I have a wool blanket and a dry bag. And that serves other purposes as well, for gathering wood, gathering water, a work sharp knife sharpener, and then just another backup blade, which is a more robust. So if you're looking for a very budget-friendly pack, and this is something I use all the time, a lot of people like bags and packs that have lots of pockets and things of that nature. I'm not that type of person. My dad loves, like, he would hate this type of pack because really it's a big bucket. In fact, if you wanted, you could actually put one of those small plastic trash cans in this, and then you could use that plastic trash can after you unload to gather wood, kindling, to gather wood. So this is just an awesome pack. I would highly recommend this to anybody, whether you're a seasoned veteran or an amateur, or even if you're a younger kid that's into scouts. This would be a great pack. Very easy on the wallet, and it's very well made. So thought I'd share this with you. Very viable option for a great pack for putting together a kit for 72 hours. This is Jeff with the Common Sense Camper, camping out.